guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and you are watching Code Bricks. In this video, I am going to show the IPA 35 mark question which was asked in the previous year IPA exam. So let's begin with it. So let me try to explain with you with a suitable example. So let me try to copy paste this and paste it here. So I copy paste it. So consider this one. So I am these are the two inputs. These two values are the two inputs like running shoes and a Reebok. So this first input stands for this method, this get by count method, and this Reebok input stands for this second highest price by brand method. So let me try to explain this. So it is a very important that please don't enter into the coding section unless you read the question at least 2 or 3 times. Actually, you must be read the question at least 2 or 3 times before starting the coding. Unless if you directly enter into the coding section, you will not be able to understand what this question all about, and you will be facing some difficulties and errors in the coding side. So let me try to explain it. So firstly, in this question, actually the first input is the running shoes. So the running shoes stands for this footwear type. So this first method indicates the get count by type. So this first method, what it indicates? So let me try to read it out. So this method will take two parameters, array of footwear objects and the string parameter footwear type. This method will return the count of the footwears from the array of footwear objects. So slightly read this point. This point is very important. So let me try to explain it. So consider this footwear type. So in this consider this array. In this array, this its length is 5, and in this the third one is a footwear type. So kindly able to match with this footwear type. So the input footwear type is running shoes. So the third one is the footwear type. So kindly count the a particular array which says having the footwear type as the running shoes. So let me take this one, this parameter. So this parameter, the third one is the running shoes. So it will be taken into the count value. So let me take third one, this one. This one also it contains the footwear type as a running shoes. So this also be taken into the count value. So let me take this fourth one. Fourth one, it is also containing the footwear type as the running shoes. So this will be also be taken into the count value. So now the count will be actually containing 3. So you must be asking that why it is 3, why this also not taken into the count value. So this is containing the footwear type as the sneakers, so it does not matches with this running shoes, so it does not be taken into the count value. And this also not containing the footwear type as the running shoes, it contains the footwear type as the floaters, so this also not matches with the running shoes, so it does not be taken into the count value. So this actually matches with the input type as the running shoes, so this will be taken in only into the count value. So the actually the sample output will be, this output will be containing 3. So due to this 3, it will be containing 3. And now I get to this by calculating these 3, and I will be getting an output as this 3. Okay. And also let me try to take the third one, second one. Actually second one means second method is get second highest price by brand method. So this is also very simple. So let me try to understand what is actually this indicates that. So this in this method it actually contains two input parameters as this footwear objects and the input footwear name. So this input footwear name, so we are giving this input footwear name as the input. So this input footwear name is actually the Reebok. So you want to check this array, which input footwear name is actually containing the Reebok. So actually in this the third one, so this one is containing Reebok, and also this one is containing Reebok, so this one is containing Reebok. So kindly these three can take it as separate array. So these three are containing the input footwear name as the Reebok. So and also what you are trying to do is actually you want to sort it according to their price. So when we are trying to sort it, the first one will be this 101 for Reebok running shoes and 5656, because it is very small, which is in this price. It is very small. So the second one is 99 Reebok floaters 566, and this is secondary small, second small, and this one is the third one, which comes in the last. So we are asked to find what is the second highest price by brand. So the second highest price is this one. So because why come this one is, it is the second one when we try to sort. So actually this one is the second. So this one we also get this one is as output. So it does not contain the footwear type, because it does not gives that does not in this method it does not indicate in this method it does not produce that you print this footwear type also. So we does not mention this footwear type in this output. So guys, let's move to the coding section. So I am using Java as my programming language. So the reason why I am using Java is Java is my favorite language. So I am going to create a new class. So for this new class, here it is to create the class footwear program. So footwear program is the name of my class. So I am going to create the footwear program class. So the reason why I am creating a footwear class, footwear program, so because it is mentioned in the question that you want to create a footwear program. So I created a new file name called footwearprogram.java. So you have no rights to create a class according to your choice, because if you create a class according to your choice, then it will be showing an error in your programming language. So then I am initializing a new scanner class. So for the scanner, sc equal to new scanner of system.in. So as you see in many coding language, so as you see in Java, learned Java programming language, the reason of using scanner class is mainly used for buying an input from the user in the form of either integer or a string or any other data type. So I initialize a scanner class. So then as you notice that when I type scanner class and plus enter, this import java.util.scanner automatically appeared. So in you want to make sure that in your coding IPA exam, when you initialize this scanner class, there will be not automatically coming as the import java.util.scanner. You want to type it separately, so make sure that. So then I am going to create a new subclass known as footwear. I am going to create a new subclass known as footwear. So I am going to create it and press enter. So I created a new subclass known as footer. So in that footer class, it is written that uh, so in that footer class, it's yeah, here. The above attributes should be private and write getSetter methods and a parametrized constructor. So in that footer class it is mentioned that you and your parameters should be private. So for that, private int footwear ID. So you want to create a new getSetter methods for this. So here, so for creating a getSetter methods by using IDE like this, so we want to click on this footwear ID and click on this bulb button, and then here it is written as generate getSetter method for this footwear ID. So click on it. So in your Java IPA coding compiler, there will be no uh, getSetter method automatically coming. So you want to create it, or you want to type it separately. So I am going to create a private string, another parameter, private string footwear name. Sorry, footwear name. So I am also creating a getSetter method for this parameter. So then I am going to create another parameter called private string footwear type. Then I am going to create a getter setter method for this footwear type, and then I am going to create initializing a integer class as price. And also I am going to create a getter setter method for this price. So then I am going to create a new parametrized constructor. So as mentioned in the question, so to create here it is the parametrized constructor should be there. So for creating a parametrized constructor, let me click on this bulb button as seen earlier. Bulb button, here generate constructor is there. So click on it. So which all constructor you want, just click on it. Then you can, the constructor is visible. So in the Java IPA code compiler, it is not visible, so you want to type it separately, so take care of it. So then this part is over. So then let's move to the main method part. So in that main method, as you see in Java, there is a concept known as array of objects. So that method is going to be used. So we have a subclass known as footwear class. So in that footwear class, we are going to declaring an array of object. So in that known as array, the size is 5. Sorry, 5. So here you can see the size of this is 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the size of it is 5. So then I am going to initialize a for loop for I equal to 5. So then I am going to get the input from the user from integer 0 from according to the loop. So for that I am int, as we done here, same here also. I am going to get the input from the particular user. So for that, in footwear ID equals sc dot next int, and string for string int footwear name sc dot next line. So again a string footwear type sc dot next line. So again integer price equal to sc dot next int. So it's over. Then we want to create we want to buy the input from the user according to the loop, according to an array. So we want to put footwear box braces of I equal to new uh, this one. So we can write footwear. So this is a constructor that we created in the subclass. So yes, subclass here. So semicolon. So just think how many lines you wrote. You wrote 66 lines actually. So this is the main template of every programming language. It varies according to the program, according to the question. So guys, we have wrote the final programming language. So we have this up to this particular 65 lines. For every questions the programming will be same up to this 65 lines only. So the questions will be varying differently according to the particular questions which is asked. So let me say. So from now we are going to start the real programming, actually real logic building. So firstly the user is asking the main input as two string value. See, the user is asking two string value. So let me give the two string values. So one string value is footwear type and another string value is footwear name. So when xc dot next line and string footwear type footwear name equal to sc dot next line comp semicolon. Okay, then we want to declare a method. So for that, from now only the real logic building program only starts now. So from now you want to apply your brain and start doing the particular coding practice. So now it will be very interesting. Now it will starts very interesting if you practice daily. So now I am putting an access specifier as public, and the method should be static as mentioned in the question. See here the here implement two static methods. The method should be a static, and the method name is get. One method is get count by type. So we are copy pasting it, paste it here. So it will be, it's an important, it will be returning only the integer value. So we are giving an output of an array, it will return only the single integer value. So it will be returned. So we are putting integer data type, and we are putting the method name as get count by type. So inside the parameter we are passing a parameter. So inside the parameter there are two parameters, like let us read the question. Footwear array and the footwear type. So one is the footwear array, and other is the footwear type. Okay, then inside this, when we open the curly braces, we want to start our new work, new logic. So it's only depends upon the way you think and put the logic, only depends on. So I am having a new logic, like ordinary method only, like initializing a count value, count equal to 0, and I am using a for loop, like int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus. So if I am using if condition, if for inside the if condition I am passing footwears, if footwear dot, no, footwear of I, we are passing through an array, dot get uh, get footwear type dot equal ignore case, no, equal ignore case, here it is. Okay, equal ignore case of footwear type. So equal ignore case indicates that it is one of the string methods. It indicates that we are comparing the two string, and whether if one string is equal to the another string, the condition satisfied. Like for example, let us take an integer. If you take an integer, if 1 equal to 1, it is true, it will be satisfied. If 1 not equal to 1, it will be not satisfied, like that only. If the a string is equal to the another string, it is satisfied. So inside that particular condition I am putting a count plus plus. Okay, I am putting an count, and then out of the loop, if count is greater than 0, if count is greater than 0, if count is greater than 0, I should be returning it, return count, or else I will be uh, running out of the loop, or else I will be printing return 0, else I will be printing return 0. So as mentioned in the question, as you see that here, see the method should, if the condition didn't satisfy, it should be returning a value of 0. So it should be return 0. So I am putting as return 0. Okay, so first method is over. So let's go to the second method. So second method is, we are not returning an particular integer, we are returning an particular array from the user. So we are going to return it. So we are going as public. So we are going as public static method. Static, we are putting an array data type, and we are getting the name of the particular method. So our name of the particular method is get second highest price by brand. So we are giving it inside it. So then putting we are going to passing a parameter, passing a parameter footwear. So then we want to give a string input. Our string input is footwear type, footwear brand, footwear brand, no, footwear name, footwear footwear name. So inside that footwear name, so we want to declare an array. So because it only returns an array, so I am going to put a symbol array logic to it. So array of price equal to new int of 0. Then I am giving a for loop for I int I equal to 0, I less than equal to y, I plus plus, and inside that if footwear of array of I dot equals ignore case equal sorry get footwear name dot equal ignore case of footwear name is, if this condition is satisfied, then the array of price, this array of price means this array, inside this array we will be putting an we will be initializing arrays dot copy of. So arrays, let me come to an important thing, that when I put this array, it automatically imports import java.util.array scanner. So this cannot be properly in this IPA exam. I swearly say this you cannot be done in IPA exam. So for avoiding it, I am doing like import java.util.array star semicolon. So this much is enough. So this will be if you import any package, it can be able to satisfy it. So then I am going to array dot copy of array of price comma array dot length arr of price dot length plus 1. So this arrays dot copy of means it is used to copy a particular array from one place to another. So this array means these are the array elements, and this is the particular value or the number which indicates it. So I am going to the next one. So then array of price of array arr of price dot length minus of price dot length minus 1 equal to footwear of I dot price get price. See, this only the logic. Then not only this, then we have to be sorting it. So for sorting, I am not using any temporary value. I am only putting arrays dot sort of array of price, array arr of price. So this much only. So if the array of price dot length greater than 0, it will be int x equal to arr of price of ARR of price dot length minus 2 for int I equal to 0, I less than footwears footwears dot length I plus plus. So I put a value inside the for loop, and then I will be putting it. So if footwears sorry footwears of I dot get price footwears of I footwear of I dot price is equal to x, then return footwears of I. Footwears of I. So this much only. So if this condition is not satisfied, what we have to return? We have to return 0? No. We have to return null value. So we have to return null value. So always remember that when we are going to return a integer value, when the condition is not satisfied, you have to return 0. When you are going to return a array value, when the condition is not satisfied, you have to return a null value. So always remember it. For integer, the condition is not satisfied, then return 0. If the in array the condition is not satisfied, then return null value. Okay, then we are going to the programming. We are going to apply the particular logic for this programming. So then we bought a two input string from the user. Then we have to int count equal uh, equal to get count by type. So this footwear is the footwear type. No, footwear that we have the footwear is the array which we have declared. So this footwear type is the input string which we have got from the user. So then we have to then we are going to if count equal to 0, the condition, if the condition is satisfied, then you have to print that the footwear is not available. Footwear is not available. So in this case, make sure that it will be a big problem. So because in this case, when you have any spelling mistake or when you write according to your choice, instead of footwear not available, you wrote not available, it will be also creating an error, because the output which is shown in the particular test case should be same as that output which is shown in the particular question should be same as the output you are displaying. So else it will be showing an error. Else system.out.print, we are going to print the count. So this much is the first method. So then after that we are going to write for the second method. So for the second method, footwear object, for that we have to declare an object, get second highest price by we are passing an array and a footwear name. This footwear name which we bought from the input as a input from the user. So then if object is equal to null, then particular object which we have received is equal to null, then we have to print that. 1 minute. Okay, when object is not equal to null, then we have to print that brand is not available. 1 minute. Let me copy paste it, because it is very important that the question and the answer should be same. In the question they have wrote that brand not available, and you have wrote that not available or brand is not available. uh, then it will be showing some error. So the question should be always be same as that answer. So then if it is not satisfied, then else condition it should print object dot get foot, footwear id, or and also it should print object dot get footwear name, and also it should print object dot get price. Okay, this is our programming. We have finally done with our final coding. So guys, actually we have finally done our programming, so it's time to check the output. So there is a small mistake in last round, the first line, so it will take so many delays to search for it. So it may happen in your IP exam too. So in your IP exam the total time may be 72 minutes, and 72 or 84 minutes I think so. So maximum time is 60 minutes only. Why I'm saying as this, you will be spending a lot of time in MCQ and 15 mark question, and then at last you will be coming into the 35 mark question. And when you wrote this much, as I told like templates, and it will be the 10 mark will be going on that, 10 minutes will be going on that. So then it will be very hard to find the some logic of the particular code. It will be depending on only on the code. So from that there may be so many errors. So kindly I am saying as an advice is that kindly avoid errors, and check one or more times while writing a particular code. That's it. Let me display my output. So guys, we are going to compile our programming output. So I didn't use my Java compiler for compiling my output because my screen recorder does not support the Java compiler. So I am using the online Java compiler as compiling my output. So I am going to copy pasting my input of array. So by copy pasting it, let me copy paste it and Control V paste. So this error suddenly came. So what is this error actually? So when you read that particular question, you will be noticing it that in that code, if this error rises near to that particular where you have bought the particular integer, so write this statement. It's very simple. sc dot next line, and also next one is sc dot next line. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, so then semicolon. So this is very simple. So write this much, this statement, and then start printing the output. And so you can see that I have brought so many changes in this code. So is in dot next line. So let me run it once again. So I don't know whether it comes or not. So press on enter. So yeah, it's coming. So it's the output. See, 3. The running shoes 1, 2. So 1 minute. So this is the input, I think. So this running shoes, this running shoes, this running shoes. So when we give in an input of the running shoes, so this output will be coming. See. So this is our code logic. And also we want the second one is we want to print the next second highest price. So second highest price is 566. So this one is the second highest price, so we print it. So this much is guys. So thank you guys for so far we finally got our output. So thank you guys for watching my video. So if you like it, do subscribe it and wait for the next video. So I am telling as one particular advice is that do practice daily, every day do practice at least two or more questions, so it will be very much useful in your IPA exam. And also use online compiler instead of this IDE or Visual Studio Code IDE. So use online compiler because this it will be very useful for your IPA. Why I am telling it, because the IPA exam, the compiler is very much difficult, as you all know. The suggestions will not be shown, and also the undo statement is not working, and also the copy paste will not be working. So when you practice in this online compiler, it will be very much difficult, but it will be very easy for your IPA exam. So thank you guys and have a nice day. Thank you.